Alright, welcome back guys. Maybe been about 45 minutes. I'm kind of test fitting a little bit here. I ended up having to put the side boxes back in. They're going to have to go back in first. So I stopped what I was doing with the top box for a moment. Because what I need to do, alright, I got this one mounted back up. Got it zip tied for the wires. So they're out of the way. Try to clean it up a little bit, and got a little scuff. I don't know how in the hell it got scratched up because I didn't have anything sitting on top of it. But right, it's hard to see on camera, but it's like right there. There's a little bitty scratch. But I'm not gonna complain. $50 side boxes, which are pretty much temporary for right now because they're not going to be able to fully open. I'll be able to open them to get small stuff inside of there, but you can't really put a whole lot of crap in there anyhow. So as far as that goes, I'm not worried about it. This here is what holds a lot of stuff. I'm still working on it. I stopped for a second. Like I said, I've got to put my saddlebags back on first. Now these were already the pre-drilled holes, which of course this luggage rack that I made is custom, so it's not going to line up with the holes that came with it. Okay, so what I did was I made my holes. I measured from these holes here and cut my hole. Alright, from here measured back to this hole, cut. I ended up having to make it a little bit bigger, but it didn't really matter because I'm using these big rubber grommets, or rubber washers rather, that are going to go in between the rack and the box right here and on top. And I'm using a big flat washer to go with the long bolt. So the long bolt's going to go down through there. It's going to have a support bushing up top and one in between right here on each side. Only on 4 of them. 4 should be plenty enough for me to have this thing hold. I mean, they're going to be pretty well spaced out, so that should work. Once I get these 2 drilled, and after I get this saddlebag back on this side and get the lights and stuff wired back in, then I'm gonna go ahead and get this secured, and then I'm gonna work on the wiring, which they came with a little crappy little schematic, which I'm gonna end up having to run a relay because they are LEDs that are inside of there. If you can see that, those are LED strips, and in order for me to be able to have it to where it flashes, I've got a flasher relay that's going to go on it, so it'll be solid and it'll have the flash also. So it'll be solid for when I hit the brake and it'll flash, or no, it'll be solid when it's not being used, so it's running light, it's going to be solid. When I hit the brake, it's going to flash. So it'll be the only one of my brake lights that'll flash. And so I'll have 4 brake lights and 4 blinkers in the rear and 2 blinkers up front, which I think I've already done the whole walk around on the bike. But let's get back to it. I gotta make some room. It's already beer 30, so I just opened up a burr because I was a little thirsty. And it done got hot as hell in the garage, so yeah. I got a beer. Move my safety glasses because I'm not going to be grinding. Alright guys, can y'all see that? I hope so. If not, sorry. Yeah, I did these 2 off camera. The ones that are inside of this box here. I did those with the camera off because I'm running out of battery really quick, so I can't get every little detail. I'm sorry about that. I will upgrade my camera, but since I start getting more likes and more subscribers. But yeah, I think it's gonna look pretty cool. Ow, that hurt. When I walk around, more fun, more good. I'm thinking it's gonna be a nifty little thing. And like if I want to go on a little road trip or something, I can put like rolled up t-shirts and stuff inside of here, but I don't think I'm going to do that because I can't put them in a bag and put them in there. So I think, you know, if I have to, I'll have me like a little small duffel and put it up here and run some straps over it down to the bottom of this luggage rack. So I'll have stuff on the inside of this box, have stuff that I don't mind if, you know, run into a little rain and it might get some water in there. Something that I don't want, I really don't care if it's going to get wet, something that's not going to get ruined if it gets a little water on it. But hell, I might even turn the side boxes into a cooler. Put some water bottles or something in there. We can line it up and put a little drain hole in there. And yeah, have it like a little ice chest. Keep stuff cold for, you know, an hour or so, or 2-3 hours, somewhere around there, depending on how far I'm driving. But I'm gonna go ahead and kind of get a visual on where I'm going to be at with this here. You know, I might just run this wire down through here, right up through the rail here. That way, I don't have to worry about extension. Not going to stitch anyways. That leaves enough room for that Christopher mess. Oh yeah. What's up, man? But no, I'm going to run through a hole. I don't want to take any chance because it does look like it's getting a little tight with things in it. Yeah, it's got a little hole right here that I can run these wires through. That way I can run it through. You know, I want it to be able to have a little bit of looseness in here, to where when I'm done with this, I can take the little cover, crappy ass cover, and put it down over it. That way I got my bottom. Yeah, I think it's going to turn out pretty good. I might eventually, if I decide to keep these saddlebags, I might get some hollow tubing, you know, hollow metal tubing, and a long ass bolt, and extend those saddlebags out to here. And I don't know, I think that might be too wide and it look kind of retarded, so I'll just keep it like it is. And then when I get up the money, then I'll get the bags that I want, just open from the side, and call it a day. But yeah, these saddlebags are pretty big. They're not the greatest in the world, but they look pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, if I can use a paint job, alright, my camera's about to die, so I'm going to do a couple little off film things, and maybe hit y'all back up when it's done, do a walk around and a review. Alright guys, it's probably been 3 hours since I was doing the last couple little things to button this top box up. I got all 4 bolts mounted. Also, took me a little while. I got a little aggravated, a little flustered, but I figured it out. Got the relay run into it. So, oh my goodness, I'm freaking tired. Alright. You got my lights on the dash. So, we've got our running lights. Okay, you got the running lights on the tail light, and you got on the box. Pretty cool. Now watch this. I don't know if you can see it from here. I'm going to try to reposition where I had the camera at earlier. I'm down with it, so hopefully it'll be where y'all can see. Come around, check the view. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm going to hit the brake, verify we have flashing lights. We've got flashing lights. That is pretty cool. Alright. And yeah, all the blinkers are working. That blinker's there, that blinker's there, plus this is here. So, off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have much left. I just need to finish buttoning up these wires, you know. You like my little deal there? I got a 2-way going into one for my flashing light. Got my running lights going into one, then the running light coming out of another one. So I was like, how in the hell am I supposed to wire this thing? Because it don't come with instructions. Of course, most stuff on Amazon does not come with instructions. But luckily there was a guy that had purchased the same product, and he had made up a little wiring diagram. But I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. I'm like sitting there trying, like, what the hell is he talking about? Then I had to go back and just, okay. Had to eat something. I was hungry. So, got me something to eat. Took me a few minute break from it. Come back out here. 10 minutes later, had it wired up and working. Now I'm going to go ahead and do all the heat shrink. Get the relay in its new location. And put the other saddlebag back on. And I'm going to call this a done job. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button and hit the bell so you get notifications. And please, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I'm tired.